Hey, what's going on, guys? So, a lot of you have been asking me to make a Alpha Predator video, so I did a poll on Reddit and to see what you guys would be interested in seeing, whether it's, some of the Alpha Sickle gameplay, or if you wanted to see the customization options for the Predator, or both. And majority of you want both. There are some people that wanted one or the other, but what I'll do for them is I'll make a timestamp for those individual in the comment section down below. That way they can skip to whatever part they want to watch. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over now to this. So this is the Alpha Predator. We'll go into the appearances first. And we'll show, there's no other body type. It's just the one body type. For head, there are options for the Predlocks. You get to switch it to whatever you want, kind of like the Elder Predator. What you do get to do as well, we'll go down to Elder, you can put on the Alpha Predator's Predlocks. I don't really need to show that, it's already there. But, yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll go back. Appearance. Head, Predlocks. So there are different options. There's this all-white option, which goes, it's the default, which goes really well with the albino look. And then there's this one that goes from like a brown to black to more of a gray. There's this one that goes from black to red to like a brighter orangish red, which will go really nice with the red Predator skin that you'll see in a little bit. There's this more sickly green looking Predator Predlocks. And then there's this one, which is my favorite. It starts off black, it goes to gray, and then it kind of goes to like silver frost-tipped white. I'll go ahead and I'll leave those on for right now. And then for mask, there are different mask options. It'll be kind of hard to see because of the little bar in the way. You won't be able to see the teeth as much, and I don't have any other ones, so I'm not going to be selecting them. But I'll turn them side to side so you can kind of see the shimmer of the mandibles. So this is the normal one. This is tailless. This is radius. And you guys can read, so I'm not going to narrate every one. I like this one. It's more of like a white and has more crimson teeth. Or I guess in this game it would be obsidian teeth. This one's cool. I like the gold mandibles. To go with that sickly green Predlocks. Got some platinum mandibles. And then this one, this is where they start getting like really vibrant. You got the platinum with more of like a black mandible look. And then you got real gold with black mandibles. And then you got fissure, which is, in my opinion, more bug-like or insectoid with the vibrant, like, underbelly of a lot of insects. This is kind of matching that. Okay, and then the war paints are all the same. You get them just like every other mask that you have. I don't think Prime looks very good on it. Just my opinion. The skull looks terrible. Cross looks fine. In my opinion, the best one would be either this one, Slash, or Fissure. And then we'll go to body, skin types. So the Alpha Predator has its own unique default sets, and I really enjoy them. And then the rest are kind of like all of the other basic Predator sets. So we'll go with this one, and then I'll do a brief overview of all the other ones, just so you could see it on the Alpha Predator. So there's the albino, which is what it comes with default. And then there's Primordial, which, in my opinion, is probably the best. But I have a soft spot for albino. I like Albino ever since I played Evolve. Evolve, Albino was like, oh, you're a badass with that monster, so Albino has a special place in my heart. But this is the Black Predator, Primordial. This is the Red Predator, kind of like Darth Maul, in my opinion. The Ashen. And this is the Swamp one, Mire. And this one is exotic, which is surprising to me because if any of them, I would have made the black one exotic because that's the most appealing to me. And it's like a grayish kind of mix between the white and the black, which is really nice. I'll give it that, but I wouldn't have necessarily made it exotic. And then I'll go ahead and I'll go through all of the normal skins. I'll give them one rotation and then switch them. You can pause the video or slow it down, however you'd like. Skip past it. So this is interesting though. The default has its own like white out area. I don't know what's up with that, but just something to keep in mind. I do like a lot of the default skins on this particular body. And it started here, but we'll do another one. Okay. Gator. Trying to make this video like as short as I can. It's kind of why I'm not going in depth on every skin that we come across. I really like the Hydra skin that they came out with. I'm a huge fan of it, so that's probably my favorite out of the Raptors. So that's all of the skins for the Alpha Predator, and now we'll go into armor style. So the armor style, I just went over these a little bit ago, that way I had a little bit of background knowledge, but I like the armor style options on the Alpha Predator far more than I like them on the normal Predator. On the normal Predator, when it has like patterns, it looks weird and out of place. Now I get that they're supposed to be alien, but when it's put onto this Predator, I think that they acclimated it a lot better. So this is the normal, default outfit. This one, I like this one a lot because it looks more bone rather than like bug. I don't know, I just think it feels cooler. And then this one, the black, contrasting with the white of the Alpha Predator with the black and white Predlocks, I think I think it's really nice. And then there's this one. Very nice again. And then I like the fact that on some of them, some of the more gadget-like parts, like the wrists, are more gold and shimmery. Like this one for sure. I am a fan of this armor shade. Scaphoid. It just looks nice. Maybe not with this skin, or maybe not with like a specific helmet type, but the armor itself yeah, I just like it. This one's pretty badass too, with the black shimmer. I'm a huge fan. And the all black. This one looks more metallic, like a normal Predator's outfit. So if you're looking for that bony look, but not too far from the actual from the normal Predator, like Hunter or Scout, I would definitely look into Ulnar. And this one's alright. It's not terrible. It's more of a gold look. And then you got Fissure that matches the helmet that we already saw, and it'll match the sickle that we'll see later. I don't think it's a bad look. I definitely like the armor more than I like the helmet, and honestly, the sickle is underwhelming. It's a mythical, but it's underwhelming. And this is what I'm talking about. So this is where we would start getting into like the patterns, right? It's mythical. It's pattern-like. I think on this, it looks a lot better than seeing random triangles on the normal Predator look. And we got this one, which is more of a green, but it still, again, has the patterns kind of like misplaced. But I like it on this outfit a lot more than I do on what's called. This one looks like you got either your own blood or like xenomorph blood that's not like acidic, just chilling on your armor. And I really like it. I think it looks really nice with the black/gray back of it. I like Tyrant. I'm a fan of Tyrant. I don't really like the chest pieces, but I do like the orange shimmer that it has, the metallic look. And then I'm not the biggest fan of Warlord. Warlord is, in my opinion, probably one of the most underwhelming ones out of the mythicals for the Alpha Predator. So that's the armors. We're going to go ahead and go to the trophies. Now, there's something that I want to mention about the trophies. So there is this little spot on your character, for the Alpha Predator at least. It's right on his ass. I'm sure you can see it. It's made of bone. And it looks like, in my opinion, a facehugger skeleton that's been picked clean and spread out in like that fashion. Now, what's cool about it is if you have a skull trophy, it's placed right on the center of that mantelpiece, of that holder of the facehugger. And I really like it because on the other Predators, it's kind of off to the side, a little to the left. But any skull is mounted right on that skeleton. And I think it's really fitting, and this is probably the only reason why I would use one of the skulls over the Ottoman dagger or over the Viking axe. Now, see how the Viking axe and the Ottoman dagger are off to the left, whereas the skull is placed right on the center on that little holder, and I really like it. I'm a big fan. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the sickle. We're going to show the customization options. Honestly, they're mostly underwhelming. There's slight color changes. So you got the normal default, and then mandible. It's not bad. Just kind of looks gray. Then you got Radis, which in my opinion is probably one of the better ones. It's black. It's got the gray handle. And then you have Sacrum. Talus. Kind of seems bland. Scaphoid. Not terrible. We would definitely go with like the green armor. This one I think is probably the best one. It's got the gold complementing with the black. You can make a lot of cool armor combos and mask combos with it. And then this one also is pretty cool. You got the black shimmer with the black handle. It's all black. It's going for a very specific look. I'm not a huge fan of this one. Kind of looks like the normal one in my opinion. I mean, it's not too close, but it's not too far off either. And then you got Fissure, which, again, in my opinion, underwhelming for a mythical. I think that you can get away with running this, and no one would really notice the difference. So that is going to be the end of the customization options. Again, you can put the mask on any predator, as you saw with my Elder. I have the mask on him. But as far as customization goes, that's going to be it. Now we're going to go ahead and start heading over to the gameplay, showing off the sickle and what it can kind of do. So we're going to go ahead and start that right now. Okay, so now that we found a game, we'll go ahead and prioritize use on the sickle. That way you guys can see how much damage it does and how fast it attacks and all that stuff. Now, I'm not playing a scout, so I don't have the most stamina. Again, the Alpha Predator has the exact same stats as the Jungle Hunter and the Hunter class. But I do have Fearless on currently, so I'll be doing a little more damage. We did do a test without Fearless to see. We lost a fire team member. Hopefully the game doesn't go to shit. But we did do a test, me and a buddy, to see the different damage outputs. So a lot of people on the internet assumed that the sickle was going to do the exact same amount of damage as the Warhammer because they had similar like hit animations, I guess. So a lot of people just assumed that it was going to do the exact same damage as a War Club, which I was gonna be upset about. I'll try to show you a stealth kill real quick. Don't notice me. A lot of people thought it was going to do the exact same amount of damage as the War Club, which I was upset about because the War Club is by far the worst weapon in the game. So that's a stealth kill. You just stab him in the clavicle and just stone. But turns out it actually does a significantly more amount of damage than the Warhammer. If you were to do a side-by-side damage after 3 hits consecutively with the the Warhammer, you do about 112 damage, whereas with the Scythe, you end up doing 139 damage. So do you see it has that sweeping effect as well?
I'm hit.
So you can hit more than one opponent at a time.
I'm not dying today.
With that last third hit, it does like a sweep effect. So you can hit more than one fire team member if they're clumped up. Pretty sure the first 2 hits do hit individually though.
What am I looking at? Yeah. I'm not dying today.
Wonder. Oh. Well, hello there. Oh, you're missing. You're standing right in front of you. Nice. Whoa, did you hit the barrel? Jesus. You almost killed yourself. But you see how that skull is still right in the center? I really enjoy that part. Also a thing to note or notice, either one. The Elder Predator, when you get your mask shot off, when you do the roar animation, whether it's from a heal or you do the emote, or at the end of the game, it has a more guttural roar. For this predator, when the mask is shut off, it does not. In my opinion, I wish they would have done it. Like, I think that would have been better, or at least unique, because I know a lot of people are tired of hearing the exact same roar for every predator. They think that the predator, based on their, you know, based on their class, should have a different roar. But unfortunately, whoa, okay, bro. Fortunately, that's not the case. I still had that out.
Come on now! Flashbang out! Eyes down! Over here.
Damn it. Oh, that's not cool. Go this way. Oh, that's right. I did already use my second wind. I was like, totally forgot about that. Sorry, my hair's a mess. I just got back from work. I wanted to get this to you guys as soon as possible. We'll go up and heal. We'll try to get stealth kills on him. I mean, I could have easily finished that third guy. I let him revive his teammate. So, thank you, tree.
I don't like the sound of that. Grenade out! Frag out!
Woo!
Help me! Reloading. There! Be a compromise. Get me up. It was always going to be the jungle. This way. It was always going
Really,
to
he's not gonna save him?
Yeah. Over here.
Wow. What a teammate. Oh, you also, I'll show you this too. So the hidden blade, when you go to unsheath it, you throw it out and it takes a second for the mechanism to actually bring it out, which in my opinion is pretty cool. I like it. It might not be intended, that might not be their intended idea for it, but the fact that it is that, I like the little delay. It looks more, really?
On me.
You gotta rip the hook out.
I'm down. It's wounded.
Now, unfortunately, there is kind of like a issue with the hair. I've noticed, at least.
No!
Sometimes the hair, the top part, you'll see how it flops around. It'll flop over and get stuck in your mask, and it'll be like that, like kind of the rest of the game. But it didn't happen that game, so that's good. I'll do one more. Nah, we'll do one more game. This time's kind of getting long, and I want to make this video kind of short so people don't lose complete interest. So I think we're gonna end it there. But yeah, that's the Elder Predator, or the Alpha Predator. You got to see some of the sickle. It kind of took care of the Dutches in 4 hits. So with the initial 139 on the 3 hits, and then 1 extra hit, that makes sense. That seems about right, because Dutch has 160 health. But yeah, no, that's gonna be it. You guys can skip around and share with anyone who is thinking about buying the Alpha Predator, but would like to know what the skins and customizations and all that stuff look like before spending their money. Now, again, This sickle does a decent amount of damage, and it has a pretty cool stealth kill. You take your hook, you stab it in the clavicle, you rip them down, and you launch them. Like when you go to do that to a fire team member, you'll throw their body, and their claim will be in the distance, and it'll kind of give you a chance to run away and claim it if you're scared that they're just gonna camp the body. But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. I've enjoyed playing as the Alpha Predator probably more than the Elder Predator. I don't know. I feel like the Elder Predator should have had more health. That's just my opinion. But yeah, no. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to see, some certain type of gameplays and stuff like that, let me know. And see you in the next video.